Let me say double thanks to the committee of people who surprised me with a happy birthday song. Thank you guys. I promised myself that when I reached 75, I wouldn't speak of my age anymore. I'm beyond that now. You surprised me. I'll say it now. I've been asked to bring you jazz, as we know it in New Orleans. And I first want to tell you this, that we take it quite serious. It's not just the music to us. It's a part of what we're about. It's the food, the spirit that really drives us down there. I just left the biggest party in the world, Mardi Gras. You want to see jazz? That was one of the jazziest Mardi Gras in years. We're still getting over Katrina. There's a lot of people still fixing their homes, and they're still living in that state of bring the jazz back, bring it back. But I'll say this, you may not know, but jazz was the most hated music in the city at one time. Can you believe that? Black and white people wanted that music to go away. That music, according to the church, and I bring the church in now because the church had everything to do with it. The church painted a picture that when anybody subjected themselves to that music, they would go mad. If you ever went in 1895, for example, before jazz became jazz and it had a name, if you went to any place where Buddy Bolden was playing in one of the young, small society halls, what you would see would make you believe that these people were going mad. When this music came, watch this, we're talking about 1895 now. The plantations along the river, they were finished in all truth. The Civil War sent thousands of people to Louisiana. The war was over. We still had our homes. We still had a city. It wasn't burnt down. We had ships. We take you other places. Everybody came for one reason or the other. But one thing we didn't want to do, and that was to stay there. Nobody in their right mind wanted to stay there. I don't know if you've ever been there, but we lived in a city on the edge of a river in the middle of a swamp. If you don't believe it, 6 weeks, if we don't cut our grass, we have trees growing. Wow. Just that quick. Nobody in their right mind wanted to go there and stay. Somebody said everything in Louisiana that grows eats people. The mosquitoes eat people, alligators eat everything, even the birds will eat you and fall down too much and stay there too long. Nobody in their right mind wanted to come. Now, 1895, nobody is concerned about what is happening in the black community. As long as they're not a nuisance, leave them alone. Right in the middle of all of this is a music. There's a man called Charles Buddy Bolden. He's been playing dances in his society hall, that's France, I mean, all over the city. First of all, we have these little halls. I'll tell you more about why they were there. He gives a dance. The hall can only hold 125. But there's 800 or more people who come to dance. They can't get in, they're on the streets. The neighborhood people are saying, this has got to go. We get people in the neighborhood that don't belong here. This man doesn't dance. They're cooking on the sidewalks. They're drinking on the sidewalks. They're dancing on the sidewalks. Now who are the people that's complaining? Watch this. When this man at 2009 First Street decided he was going to create a band that was louder than any band heard. There was no microphones back then. You play outside, you got to play quite right. He put together a band that changed everything. When he came on board with these ideas, the violin was the melody carrier. In any song that was played, bands called themselves orchestras. If there were three pieces, it was still an orchestra. Everybody played the violin. If you had a band, you had to have a violin player to lead the songs because that carried the spirit. Most of the music that was being played was coming out of Europe, believe it or not. All the top music that was being played in France was being played there. If you were a good musician, you had a repertoire made up of those tunes. They were using all the various time signatures. The most popular, of course, was 3/4 because that was the waltz. You had two dances, the waltz and the two-step. If you were energetic, you did the two-step. If you were romantic, you did the waltz, and that was the extent of that. Women wore their dresses covering up to their necks because a proper lady would never show her chest. Dresses were worn down to your heels. I have to give you these pictures in order to see the effect jazz had on the people. When you went out as a lady, there was a gentleman with you. Ladies weren't really allowed socially to travel by themselves unless it was a family member with them, husband, children with them, or another lady. All these things was in place. In the black community, there's a rumor going on. Every time this music starts, people coming out, they go to see this. They don't know what, there's no dances to do with this music he's playing. Nobody knows what to do with this thing. All they know, this music excites them. If you went to one of the halls to see the people, nobody you see. You see somebody in the corner, he just snubbed them. See, what's he doing? You don't know what he's doing either. He's just reacting to what he's feeling. You see some people they're screaming. I said, well, wait a minute, what's he got? You don't know how to release what's in them. The music made them try. And some of the things that what they did, particularly to release this, made them look crazy. The church is saying, listen, the music is dangerous. Nobody should be exposed to that. Nobody should be, especially church people. But you know, the Lord is there, that the more curiosity came, more people want to see this. In the area where he lives, first to the south, you got two kinds of people in the neighborhood. You've got up blacks that are rising. You've got Germans who've been there for a long time. They're competing. But in the neighborhood, it's gorgeous. The people, the women would shine the windows, the glass pane was precious to them. They would shine. Their flowers were all over the place. And there were churches everywhere. In the neighborhood, the Catholic Church controlled. It was peaceful. All of a sudden, in the middle of this neighborhood, there's rehearsal going on in this shotgun with this band, the loudest band ever heard. People are gathering outside. Every time you get to note, they're sitting on the steps, they're clapping their hands. This is not this hall, this is an apartment. I mean, this is a house. They got to the point people were selling popcorns outside. You get the word by the moment going to have a rehearsal, that was the place to go. It was horrible. Now here comes the neighborhood. The black people are saying, this is an embarrassment. We got our best foot going forward, and look what this man is doing to our organization. He's ruining us. The Germans are saying, yeah, well, y'all got to deal with it. The church is saying, don't worry about it, we'll handle it for you. The church says that anybody that's in the church, if anybody that's caught near the jazz, you're out of the church. The policy survived 18 months. They lost so many people.